This is a frugal gardener. You guys are all familiar with this garden here, with this area. I've been showing it a lot. But what you have not seen for a while is my little secret project that I've been working on. This is my new fence that I had to put up because I've been having problems over here. This is a game changer. I had this raised bed built. My family helped me put this together to my specifications. Most of these are 4 feet by 6 feet. This is 6 by 8. That's significant because this fence that I just put up is big enough to cover this. This is a 16 panel, and this was sent to me recently. Well, I say recently, this has been up for over a month. I just haven't been able to get much going on in here because of the weather and everything. But the Peter Life, Peter Dog Life folks sent this out to me, and basically, a lot of people have been using these fences to keep their dogs in. Well, for me, I saw a much better use. Well, I should say a dual use. Yes, you can use them for keep your dogs in, but I'm using these to keep the critters out. The only thing I've been able to plant in here in the last 2 years are sweet potatoes and potatoes, because everything else I put in here, the animals get to it. The deer and the raccoons and everything else. I'm gonna show you something I've never shown you before. This is the west side of my homestead, the west side of my property, AKA my four-legged friend's highway. This is where a lot of the predators come up from down here. And in part is because they smell these chickens. So they come up through here, they walk through here, and this is when they end up coming through here. And this is their little rest stop. This was before I put this fencing up, um, this was just a giant litter box for a lot of the pets. Let me give you an example before I explain to you how easy this is to set up and what a game changer this has been for me. I'm going to give you an idea of what my garden is now protected from. I mean, we have possums, deer, wild turkeys, wild turkeys, raccoons, I'll go back to raccoons in a minute, rabbits, cats, dogs, and yes, foxes. Now, before you say, well, a deer can easily hop this fence, yeah, that's true. A deer can hop this fence. I have trail cams. I have 2 of them. And I set them up over here, and I watch what goes on around here at night. The bottom line is, deers are not impalas, they're not gazelles. They have no interest in jumping this fence. They're foragers. They're basically grazing. They come through here, and as a matter of fact, I can see them from my window. And a couple of days last week, on 2 separate occasions, I saw the deer walk up to this fence, walk around this fence, graze, and then go on their way to wherever it is they're going to. They make no attempt to jump over this fence to get in here. If they wanted to, they probably could. Same way with the foxes. If they wanted to, they probably could. But here's one of the game changers for me. One of the game changers for me are these latches. They have 2 doors. These come in 3 different sizes, and that's 32, 40, and 47 inches. And basically, those are the heights, not the length of the panels. The panels you can get in 8, 16, or 24. So let me be clear on that. The height is 32, 40, and 47. This is the 16 panels. These things are super easy to put together. I left some of these up so that you can see. You basically put these in place. You can make pretty much any kind of formation you want on these. And I mean, you can make it square, you can make it oblong, you can put it upside a building, and then you push these into the ground. These are super simple to put together. Didn't really need any tools. Takes about an hour. It's a lot cheaper than paying somebody to come out and build the fence for you. So the benefit is obvious. The benefit is immediate because nothing has really been in here in the time that I put this together. You can see this is a work in progress inside here. I have to replant some of the things that I planted earlier. This over here is elephant garlic, which I also had planted in here with the sweet potatoes last year. But getting back to my list, raccoons, rabbits, dogs, cats, foxes. The thing is this. This is really what got my attention. Everybody knows that raccoons are smart. Raccoons can open locks and latches. You have not one gate, but two gates on this variety. There's a double latch. So this raccoon would have to bring buddies with him because they had to unlatch this latch. Then they would have to unlatch this latch in order to get this gate open. So they aren't getting this gate open. And yes, I do have raccoons. I have at least one. And he's a little fat sucker. And there's no way he's going to squeeze in between these bars. So the deer aren't interested in jumping in. The raccoons can't get in. Same thing with the wild turkeys, pretty much everything else that I just mentioned to you guys on. This thing is super simple to put together. Put it together in probably about an hour. There's these straps over here. These are Velcro, and you basically wrap these around the fencing. And instead of bringing one at a time, I brought those way from the other side of the property. All over this, they get dropped off here at, I believe it was FedEx. Bring them all the way over here and up this hill. I'm not a young guy, I'm in my 70s. So if I can do this, you guys can do it. The fence is stylish. It blends in with the property. And it looks like this is going to last quite a while. It is pretty sturdy. It's got some weight to it when they're all together. But that's a good thing, because that means this way you know you're going to have this for a while. So you can take this down. There's these little stoppers that go across the top. You can actually put this in your house. There's rubber stoppers you can put on the bottom if you want to bring this into your house. But this, for me, this is an answer to my prayer. This is what I needed, because now I can plant tomatoes in here. I can plant cucumbers in here. I can plant pretty much whatever I want in here. Somebody asked me about squirrels. I have a funny squirrel story. I'm from the city. When I first moved down here, I ran into a lady. I used to do healthy cooking classes. I used to volunteer at the health clinic. And the lady looked out the window and saw a squirrel. And she offered me squirrel gravy. I thought she was joking. I later on found out she was not joking. They actually do eat the squirrels around here, so the squirrels aren't a problem for me. But at any rate, this is something that I think might help you guys also. And I'm going to tighten these up. I'm going to put the rest of these down now that I've shown you guys this video. I am seriously considering doing a follow-up video, because right now you get to you see what's going on here. You see the benefit of having something like this. And like I said, they are different heights. You can get this up to 47 inches in height if you want something higher. But the bottom line for me is now I can get whatever use out of this that it was intended for in the beginning. So I'm going to start planting. I'm going to put a link down at the bottom of this for you guys. So hopefully you'll check them out and get one or two of these for yourselves. This is the Frugal Gardener. I'll catch you guys later.